This is James Earl Jones. And no, this is not a Verizon wireless commercial. No, I'm not really the king of Zamunda. Nor am I really the king of the jungle. But the ladies can call me Mufasa. When I sit back and count all the money I've made from the voiceover work, I listen to What the Fudge Podcast. Before I go, I just want to say, Sice, I am your father. Just kidding. Maury Povich stole my line and I'm coming for that nigga.
Star City. We in the building, nigga. She wants that Gucci, Prada, Dolce, Gabbana, Gucci, Prada, Dolce, Gabbana, Gucci, Prada, Dolce, Gabbana, Gucci, Prada, Dolce, Gabbana.
What's goody? Welcome back to What the Fudge Podcast, episode number, number 5?
Number 5.
This is your host, SiceMann, and your co-host,
Charismatic Jones.
Oh man, welcome back to What the Fudge. I done had a great week. It's been an interesting week, especially with the news and everything going on right now. I'm sure everybody's had an interesting week. How about you, Jones? How was your week, homie?
My week was amazing. I got a car given to me. I'm very thankful.
You got a car given to you,
man.
That's
very thankful.
That's pretty tight right there, bro.
I'm very thankful.
That sounds like a great week to me. Well, like we always do, you can follow us at What the Fudge Podcast on Instagram. Jones, where can they find you?
They can find me at charismatic_humor.
Okay, they can check
on
you
Instagram.
out there. We got a lot of good videos we putting up. We about to, like we said, I know we've been saying that we was going to put up some original material on our pages, and we have been working on it, so it is on its way. So thank you guys for being patient. Thank you everybody for following us. Thank you everybody for liking the videos.
Yes.
People that have been commenting, I appreciate that. We thank you for the love, man, as this continues to grow. We've got an interesting show. I want to thank the homie James Earl Jones for that intro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, he was old in the mug. He had the walker. He had the aid bring him in and everything, but check it out, he still did it, and I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and hop into the first segment of the show, which is the news. And the main topic and the only topic in the news, everybody on Instagram can see right now, is the Eagles.
Yes.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Congratulations.
The Super Bowl was in our eye.
Oh,
and
my
we
goodness.
got it. We swooped on them hating Patriots, them super cheaters.
I knew they was going to win.
I think that Tom Brady's dinner party didn't go out well. Maybe his wife didn't prepare some bomb food and the refs didn't like it.
They probably had an argument or something.
Something happened.
He couldn't flatten the balls.
41-33. It's our first Super Bowl ever. I'm not from Philly. I'm from Maryland, D.C. area.
Congratulations.
But I'm very, very happy. On the last episode 4, I did predict that we was going to win. So I'm glad.
You a true Eagles fan?
I'm a true Eagles fan. And like I told you on the last one, this ain't no bandwagon. This been for days and centuries. And I done lost to mad people on Madden with the Eagles, son. I ain't got no
since the
shame in my
McNabb
game.
days.
You already know, since the McNabb days.
Okay.
All right, man. So let's go to the next topic, which is Jermaine Dupri being inducted into the 2018 Songwriters Hall of Fame. Now,
I can get with that.
for me, Jones, I think that this is well overdue. I thought he was already inducted with helping out. He did Criss Cross's material. He helped with The Brat. He helped with Bow Wow. He helped with Usher.
He was definitely detrimental in all of their careers.
He's helped Jay-Z.
Definitely.
He's helped
Janet Jackson,
Ben and Jerry. He helped Uncle Ben. I mean, anybody you can think of, he didn't help them out. Now, I'm happy that he cut the braids because he was looking like a little ladybug beetle type creature at first when he had them joints.
He's talented, but he is funny looking.
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm really happy. I salute him. How you feel about this, Jones? Tell me how you feel about it.
I want to say, first of all, congratulations to Jermaine Dupri.
Hey, congratulations.
I think that's a big accomplishment.
Glad to really say that
personally for him, I'm sure that's a big accomplishment.
Now I'm eating pancake bacon, and I really
hey, but you know
like
what?
No raisins.
I think it's been a long time due for Jermaine Dupri. He's been very detrimental.
Detrimental? Wait a minute.
I mean,
come on, man. I know it's a little late, but get them words on straight. You're looking for he's been a great attribute to the music game. He's been a great asset to the music industry.
Thank you. Clean it up for me. Exactly. He's been in he's been in all of those. He helped start the careers of so many entertainers' lives.
Lil Bow Wow, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Wait a minute. Whoa, man.
We're going to go ahead and go into the next segment, which is Dropping Game.
Okay.
And then this week, we're going to go ahead and talk about job interviews. Now, I notice a lot of young people, when I would see them in job interviews or when I would have to do job interviews, because I've been a supervisor before and stuff like that, they come in with regular outfits on. They don't look professional. We're going to go ahead and give y'all some quick tips. Young people, old people, people in the middle, doesn't really matter. Eat some chicken with a pickle. Wow. We're going to give y'all some tips on how to be fresh for a job interview, okay?
Right, let's do it.
For me, SiceMann, we're going to both go back and forth and give our opinion. SiceMann on what to wear. I would say
on a job interview,
you're going to wear a button-down shirt with a tie. Make sure it's all matching and coordinating colors. Please don't have your colors looking crazy.
Right.
We don't want you looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine out there with the rainbow colors and stuff like that. Make sure you wear some good slacks and some nice dress shoes. The church shoes that you ain't went to church in for a while. For the young people that don't know what church shoes are, they may hurt your feet, so break them in for a couple days. Jones, how you feel about what you should wear?
I feel that you don't. I mean, you can match if you want, but I feel that you should come in there with something that's not going to be overbearing to your boss.
Right. You don't want to be looking more dapper than him, because then it ain't gonna look like you really need the job.
You want to come humble. You know what I mean? You want to come with your coordinated colors. You want to come with your nice slacks, your shoes.
What if you wear some drawers and some shoes?
Whoa, wait a minute, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Go ahead, continue, man.
Look, let me tell you, man. You want to come in there not looking. You don't want to be overbearing to your future boss.
Okay.
You don't want to. You want to be able to speak to your boss through your clothes, and you want your boss to say, if he had to have an interview with your clothes, you're hired.
Right. Sounds good to me. So the next part on this is going to be being prepared. Now, when we're saying being prepared, we're talking about,
I like this part,
making sure that you've done research, if you can, on the company a little bit, check into the little background so that you can impress them a little bit in the interview. On the company, you can throw in some little footnotes like, hey, I noticed you guys use Charmin tissue. I like that too. That's really soft on the bottom. Or
I noticed that you guys started this foundation, and you've also donated to this foundation, and I noticed that you did this in your history.
Company is around for 164 years or 400 plus years. You guys probably had slaves at one point. You probably don't want to say that in the interview, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so you won't get hired.
You want to make sure that you kind of, if you have one of the homies or something, kind of do like a pre-interview. Think of some questions they're going to ask you. Why do you want this job? What
you want to come with,
what are your strengths? And stuff like that. Jones, give us your input.
True. Very true. And you also want to have questions for the boss.
Exactly. I agree. And then the last part would be just a resume. Making sure that your resume is on point, it's current, it looks good. Make sure you have it typed up, and please don't be writing no 8-page paragraphs on what you did at the job. Nobody wants to know that you was cleaning stuff in the bathrooms and you had to stop a couple fights or something like that. Nobody wants to really know all that, man.
Exactly. You don't want it to be too wordy.
Right. All right. So After that, we're going to go ahead and go into this first commercial for you guys. It's a great company, which is What the Fudge Security. Like I said, we've been getting a lot of good sponsors. It's sure you see these people out front of grocery stores and you see these people in front of different spots. It's pretty crazy. We're going to let you go ahead and check it out. Let us know what you think. Oh, man, I just gotta go in this store and get the stuff for dinner real quick, and then I'm gonna get out, man. Damn, man, these cars in the parking lot, man. The lines is gonna be crazy in there, man. Damn.
Hey, sir, can I get you to sign this petition for me, please? It will only take a second of your time.
Oh, damn, man. Like, look, man, I can't right now, bro, man. I'm kind of in a rush, man. I just want to get in and out. You feel me?
It won't take that long. Are you registered to vote? If you are, then better. All I need is your state ID and you to sign this petition.
Yeah, I am, man. And yeah, I got a driver's license, bro. But are you sure this is going to be quick? It's like, yo, bro, I'm really on a schedule, man.
Flash quick, like speeding bullet quick, bro. And it will help me because I make like $5 off of every signature. I used to be selling drugs, but now I'm trying to get my life right. I really would appreciate it.
Oh, man, damn, bro. Real quick. Let me see the petition, man. I'm glad you're turning your life around, bro. Like, I'm always willing to help and support somebody doing something positive with their life, bro. Hey, man, hey, what is this petition for?
Oh, thanks, man. It's for a law that will stop pulling police officers on this paid leave that are involved in unarmed citizen shooting. This law will prevent them from killing someone and then get a paid vacation for it while the news dies out.
Wow, man, I'm all for that, bro. I really don't think they should be getting a couple weeks of relaxation and rest while someone's life was just taken. Hey, man, I hope you get a whole lot more signatures.
Thanks, bro. And since I have you, can you sign this petition next one behind it? Only take a second and still help me out.
Ah, I see, man. I knew it was a catch, bro. All right, man, but I really got to go, man. I can't sign anymore after that, man. Let me see real quick. Nigga, this petition says it's a bill to ship all black people back to Africa in 2019. Tired of those I slept in this outfit, smelling looking hippies? Or those young musty, I just played basketball in this outfit, dirty thug looking people standing in front of your business? How about being tricked into signing one petition and then asked to sign 8 more? Hire What the Fudge Security Protection. We'll keep you safe and keep them trifling niggas away from your business.
Wow!
And we're back from that commercial.
That was freaking hilarious.
Back to Africa. I mean, you never really know what those things say. So please read them before you just go ahead and sign for them. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
Where do you find these commercials, bro?
We're getting a lot of great sponsorships from these companies, and
These are some crazy commercials,
simply
bro.
amazing. I'm just really thankful for it. Let's go ahead and go into our next segment, the main segment of the show, which is
Let's do it.
What the Fudge. You know what I'm saying? What the Fudge.
What the Fudge.
All right, so check it out. What the Fudge. The main topic in What the Fudge. I know you're not expecting it, but it is. The Eagles won the Super Bowl.
You
they
already
beat
know.
the Patriots.
I knew they was going to win. I was telling people.
41-33. It was a great bout. I thought they was going to lose for a second when they came out after halftime. And him and
nice hard game.
Ratachka Rorotsky kept going back and forth.
How do you say his name? Say his name again.
Ratachka Rorotsky. They was throwing the ball back and forth and kept doing the same play like on a video game or something. I was getting real mad. But like I said, What the Fudge, Eagles won the Super Bowl. We didn't expect it. It's their first Super Bowl in all of the years that the franchise has been alive. Thank God for that.
I'm happy that the Patriots lost.
Hey, all right, let's go ahead and go to the next segment, which is Faison Love Now this dude, I've been watching Faison. For those that don't know who he is, let's name it Big Worm.
It is quite controversial right now.
It's crazy that this dude said. Now he's a very funny dude. I don't understand why brothers got to keep pulling each other down. But
more like being truthful in a certain aspect.
To a certain degree, but Faison Love said on the Breakfast Club and the Sway Morning Show that Dave Chappelle doesn't make niggas laugh or black people laugh. He said he's never really been funny to black people.
Well,
we gonna jump on this real quick. For me,
I don't agree, but I do agree.
Don't agree.
I don't, but I do.
I'm black. I hang around a whole bunch of black people. I hang around all kinds of people, but to me, his movies have always been funny. Half Baked.
Keyword movies.
Classic.
Keyword movies.
His TV show, The Chappelle Show, is a classic.
Keyword TV show.
It's a keyword for everything, man. We're hitting every aspect. What in the world? But anyway.
But stand up.
Stand up too. Even his stand ups. We done already talked about his stand ups are classic.
He just doesn't
me softly. Everything is classic to me, bro. His stand ups are classic, his shows are classic,
But you gotta remember, Dave Chappelle appeals to a certain audience and his comedy is set up in a certain way.
Well, to me, for him to say that, hood people wouldn't even gravitate to him. Like Charlie Murphy said that Charlie Murphy helped and all of that. He had the Clayton Bigsby sketch and all of that.
That was hilarious.
Before Charlie Murphy even got there. He had a whole bunch of hilarious skits and sketches before he even got there. And another thing I think is that Dave Chappelle, like I said, he's always been funny to hood. That's why they've always flocked to him. That's why he had Donnell Jones. That's why he's had all these other great comedians have said that he's funny.
Dave Chappelle is a great comedian. He's just not. He just doesn't appeal to the hood audience as much as he does to the secular audience.
Right.
To the mass. See, Dave Chappelle appeals to a mass crowd, not just black people. And to me, okay, like, yeah, he's not funny in a Mike Epps type of way, but he's funny in a sense to where he can appeal to different ethnicities, and you have to be highly intelligent to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Well,
and you have to be intelligent to be funny.
Either way, I think.
But Faison is right in a way. He's right in a way. He's right in a way.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I understand where he's coming from. But remember, he's a comedian as well, though.
Right. So he's got to be competitive. He's got that competitive edge. It's always going to be that I'm better than you type of edge in it when you're in the same
He
field.
could be trying to start controversy because he has to. People got to keep their name relevant. You will fall off.
They really do. But apparently he don't. He said he was turning down movie offers from Steven Spielberg and stuff like that. He said he was turning down offers like that. So
well, maybe he wants to only stay in a certain genre.
He probably only wants to appeal to the hood crowd.
There you go.
All right, man. Enough of that. Faison, stop hating on Dave Chappelle. He's a beast, man.
Hey, man. Faison, shout out. I love your work.
Yeah. All right. So check it out. Elon Musk is the next topic, and this whole little car, these pictures of this car that's out in space.
Hey,
now,
I seen the rocket, bro.
SiceMann, I believe.
I seen the rocket. I was working out.
That they really do got
in my backyard.
He really did put a car up there and had a little spaceman in it and everything. I really think that he had a car. That looked a little real. Now I know they can say it's.
But did you see it though? But did you actually see it?
I didn't actually see it.
Now,
I actually saw. Probably sleep or something like that.
I was working out. I was working out. It was me and my pops, and my cousin. It was in the backyard.
Sounds like the beginning of a movie where an alien abduction.
Well, I'm telling you, I looked and I saw this light, and I'm like, "What is that?" And I noticed it was moving, and it was far away.
See?
And I'm like, "This is crazy!" And then all of a sudden, you saw that big, blast off bubble. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. I don't think. Why in the heck would you put a car in space? I just think it's bullcrap. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's bullcrap.
So you think it's fake? You think it's like
I think it's another type of mission. I just think it's other things involved. I think they like to throw little things out there, which is bullcrap for us. But they have a lot of little secret stuff going on. Why would you have a wasted trip? A wasted trip on a car?
homie just got money like that. Elon Musk got bread. That's the dude that's making a Tesla and making millions of dollars off flamethrowers. But check it out. We're going to go ahead and go into the next topic, which is, this topic belongs in What the Fudge. Okay. The Today Show recently revealed this week.
Wow, this is
a new version of Nefertiti that they said is more lifelike than they've ever seen before. It is a white woman that is Nefertiti. Now, Nefertiti, ever since I grew up, I've known her to be an Egyptian, which is in Egypt, which is in Africa, which is usually black people.
So why do you think they're doing that?
I think that they're doing that because they're trying to do what they've always done. And like I said, I'm not no racist. Everybody should know that by now. Everybody that know me know that ain't.
Right.
I'm just talking about those in the higher up powers. They just want to continue to make these false things that like that black people didn't exist. Like they knocked the noses and stuff off of the pyramids and the Sphinx and all of that.
So basically you're saying they want to keep controversy going.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is something to throw us off while something else is probably secretly deep going on in behind the scenes. This is to throw us off. They released it during Black History Month.
Let me see the picture.
That's another. Check the picture out. And this is something they released during Black History Month. Now,
she kind of looks like a light-skinned black woman the way they made her look.
They tried their best. Have you seen it over there, bro? Check it out.
Shout out.
Got my brother in the room, G, chilling in the room, helping with the episode tonight on episode 5. Check it out, G. What you think?
She looks mulatto.
Yeah,
it looks bad.
Yeah.
It's just a little suspect. This is the one we grew up on all our lives here. This is the one I know.
Yeah, that's a nice looking one.
That's the one I know. But we ain't gonna go ahead and get that too much attention.
Shout out to all ethnicities. We're not racist. We're just touching topics. We're not racist.
We just hitting the main topics, and that definitely is something that's crazy. So let's go ahead and go into the Instagram comedian of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed Redo Brown for the Instagram comedian of last week. Homie is hilarious.
He's very hilarious.
The videos I was putting up was hilarious.
Yes,
man.
I like those videos.
Let's get that drum roll going. And the Instagram comedian of the week is @_Cornell __. This brother is another very funny
Check him
dude.
out.
He's gonna be the Instagram comedian of the week. Hopefully we can keep going, man. Like I said, I want to keep picking ones. If you guys find ones that you guys think are really funny, go ahead and tag us. Let us know. Keep us up to date. So let's go ahead and hop into the next segment, which is hip hop and R&B review.
Okay.
We're gonna start this off. You probably aren't gonna be expecting this, but they played Dreams and Nightmares for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl.
Shout out Meek Mill. Shout out Meek Mill.
If I didn't mention this before, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Maybe they need to play
shout out Meek Mill.
The Meek Mill song, a Philly resident, every time they did him so dirty. Because
you think they did him dirty?
Hey, bro. We could definitely talk about that all night on.
I know. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Of course he's getting ripped off by the system, bro. But
and it was a black woman.
Eagles, keep playing Meek Mill before every game from now on. So
you think that's why they won? They kept it Philly.
So we can keep the Super Bowls rolling. Rolling down the river. Alright, let's go ahead and go into the next topic, which is Migos. The Migos, man, these dudes, like I said, I've been
shining bright right now.
Putting you on to the Migos for the longest.
You did.
Back in the day when you was like, I ain't trying to hear that stuff.
You right. I didn't like their early stuff.
Check it out. I've been on the Migos from the get-go.
That was a good one. You nailed that.
Tied with the Beatles for the most entries on the Hot 100 chart for a group.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a thought I had.
That record has been held for like 50-something years, bro. Ain't no other group. Outkast, Wu-Tang Clan. Let's name some other rap groups, bro. Keep it going. Rough Riders, Dipset.
Of groups like the Beatles? Like
no, I'm talking about rap groups, man. Dipset. Who else we got? Dog Pound. Oh, and this is no disrespect to NWA. Any of these dudes. NWA. This is because I love all of these groups. NWA, Run DMC. None of these groups have done what the Migos have done. That's crazy. Shout out, big up to the Migos.
Man, I had a thought about the Migos about a week ago.
Share your thought.
My thought
Mr.
was the Migos remind me of the Beatles.
You should have said it last week. That way it would have sounded prophetic.
True.
And not prosthetic.
Well, I guess you guys just gonna have to believe me.
Hey, and that's how we roll.
And now,
but check it out. They also now, because the Migos is hot right now, of course there's going to be some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, they
the
shining real bright.
NYPD want to arrest Quavo. They done contacted their lawyers.
Why?
Because Quavo, they want to arrest Quavo for beating up Eric the jeweler.
Why'd he do that?
And taking his $30,000 chain because he came to collect on a $10,000 bill for Offset's jewelry.
So they beat him up because they owed him
money for asking for his money. They beat him up.
What?
Allegedly, we gonna throw allegedly out there because we don't know.
Crazy,
he wasn't there.
That's a crazy little story.
Hey man,
right
you
there.
can go outside and see like 80 different Quavos, especially in different areas.
Oh, so you don't think that it was him?
Dreads and stuff. I don't know.
Well, maybe the story got twisted a little.
I don't know nada.
I
don't see nada. I don't know nada. I don't see nada.
You know how the telephone game goes.
We know how that go. But check it out. Shout out to the Migos, Quavo. Hopefully don't nothing happen. Keep it pushing, making good music. We're going to go ahead and go to the next topic, which is Drake. And
shout out Drake.
We saw him on Instagram and YouTube. He been shooting a video for God's Plan. Hopefully, I was hoping by this episode that it would be ready to be released, but it wasn't. He was shooting it at a high school in Miami. Good grief. That he turned around and donated $25,000 and uniforms.
Shout out Drake.
For them, for the school. That was pretty good. Then while he was down there, I guess he was just in a giving mood. He went ahead and turned around and gave $50,000 to this girl for the University of Miami.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then he also turned around. He was like, you know what? Let me keep giving this money up.
Right, because he got so much of it.
$50,000 to the women's homeless shelter down there. Now, big up to homie giving all that money out. Here comes Sice. I know you ain't gonna like it. But we know you're going to get the money back next year. You're
going to get that back next week.
You're going to get that money right back.
You're going to get that back next week.
Hey, we going to donate, but we going to make sure we claim it on them taxes.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying.
He makes so much of it.
And then another thing. This week, I just heard it today. Jones, this joint, Look Alive, by Block Boy, JB, and Drake. Have you seen the video?
Dope.
Video is dope. The song is dope. The
Pure
beat
fire.
is dope. Shout out to Project Peta. He spit a little bit of Project Pat. It sound like this dude is a Memphis artist. This song is tight. If you haven't heard it,
fire. I love it. The beat is cracking.
Go check it out. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
it's
I
on
love
all the
dope
stations.
beats.
You know where it's at.
Oh, I love dope beats.
You know where it's at.
I also love beats that remind me of old school, like Pimp C and you know what I mean.
Only real pen now with a pen in the pot. Only real pimp people know what I'm talking about. I don't know what he said on that part, but it was hot on that song. But y'all don't know, it's called Bounce That Like Stripper.
Yeah.
Bounce around like a flipper. Hey. Bounce it with a, I don't know the whole lyrics, so check it out. Look, we're going to go ahead and go into this next commercial, which is, now if you love wildlife shows, we recommended Coyote Peterson on YouTube.
Oh, he's so dope.
Recommended the Crocodile Hunter.
Hey, did you see the Wolverine episode?
Hey, that episode was
Did you see that?
We've recommended a lot of good wildlife shows. So this right here is an all new wildlife. Like I said, we're getting sponsors out of everywhere. We're getting people from everywhere.
Hey, we worldwide, baby.
What the Fudge wildlife show. We're gonna go ahead and let you check it out.
All right, let
us know what you think.
I'm Wild William, and welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Wild. Today's episode will feature an animal that you can find usually in warm regions. It's very aggressive, so we will stay on our toes when we encounter it. The hood black male.
Hey, man, what the heck are you doing over here? With them cameras and stuff. Are they filming us?
Now, they like to travel in groups, sometimes to fend off any predators, and also to intimidate prey. They are nocturnal creatures, and they like waking up early. They're pretty lazy animals and don't really like to do much. Their hobbies pretty much are hanging out, smoking weed, and consuming massive amounts of alcohol. And making music. Of course, they're all rappers.
Did that nigga just say we lazy? Did he just say we had some weed?
Now, their diet consists of heavily greased foods, high amounts of starch, tons of snacks, Arizona beverages. They don't really like vegetables unless it's a collard green. Probably keeps them so muscular and agile. We will attempt to closely observe one of these creatures in their natural habitat tonight.
Somebody making some greens?
There's one there. Alright. Now notice how the black male stares at us from a distance with a mad-like expression. Now you have to be very careful because they can also mean that they're happy. No one really knows. Okay, the creature seems to be approaching me in a normal speed. I'm getting a little nervous because I've never actually seen one of these close before.
Hey, nigga, what the fudge are y'all doing? Come here. All of y'all.
Jeez. It appears that I've invaded the creature's territory for personal space. Oh my gosh. Because it began to chase me and called me all sorts of insults. Oh my gosh. These are some very fast creatures. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Please don't punch me there. Oh my gosh. I have cannabis and beer. Please stop kicking me.
Don't ever come around here talking crazy. Hey, man, grab his weed.
Hey, grab his weed, cuz. Oh my gosh. I'm just woken up and all of my money and equipment is completely gone. It appears that after an encounter, your personal items go missing when you've been attacked by a wild black male. Jesus. I'm Wild William. Join me next week when we observe the overcompensating bodybuilder. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you please get me to the hospital?
And we're back, bro.
I'm done, bro.
We're back, bro.
I'm done, bro. Where do you find these people? Bro, where do you find these people?
Look, man, these people contact me, SiceMann, and they ask me if they can. I let them go ahead and advertise their companies. That to me sounds like a great wildlife show. I can't wait for the bodybuilder episode. I think it's gonna be tight.
Bro, you're killing me.
Let's go ahead and go into the next topic, which is the movie and TV review.
Okay.
Now, I know I'm a little late on this. Y'all can hate if you want. I don't care. This is the What the Fudge, SiceMann and Charismatic Jones podcast, so we can talk about what we want on here.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
It, real quick.
You just now seeing it?
Just seeing the movie.
You just now seeing it?
Comparing it to the old one, I got mad when at the end, it didn't lead into the adults. They just showed you just the kids and then that was it. I'm used to sitting there all day watching the movie. I'm talking about at least for 15 hours.
Right.
You sitting there watching the movie.
Right.
To me, I think that the movie wasn't that good.
I got a spoiler alert
I'm waiting for the next one. I'll watch it anyway, but
well, I like to do a lot of
give a halfway thumbs down, halfway thumbs up.
Oh wow.
Halfway thumbs diagonal because I don't really know how I feel. I'm waiting for the next one. Jones, have you seen it? And let me know how you feel.
I've seen it, and I like.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen it, and I liked it. And spoiler alert for the movie that hasn't coming out yet.
Okay.
Basically, it's the destroyer of it is a big turtle. I'm just letting you guys know. I know it sounds crazy. Just look up the backstory.
What the helicopter? What the fudge is you talking about, Joe?
Hey, all the real fans all the real fans of that movie know the backstory.
Alright, let's go ahead and go into the main thing. We know this movie is getting ready to come out next week.
Yes, indeed.
February 16th.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. Black Panther.
Man, I hope I get tooken to that movie.
Black Panther.
I hope somebody takes me to
It's Black Panther, the greatest superhero.
Bro, no, bro. Nah, bro. You can't say it like that.
Check it
you
out.
gotta say it. That's corny, bro.
Black Panther. This
said
movie is
burn.
about to be tight, man. I'm really excited for this. Me and my wife are definitely gonna go see this. Hopefully, we can put the kids to sleep or something. So
Take the kids to see it, too.
Take the kids to go sleep. No,
Bro.
we can't enjoy the movie that way, man.
Bro,
but anyway,
you give them their favorite
it's getting
candy.
ready to come out. It's a black superhero.
Love it.
I'm just loving it. Coincidentally, of course, it's gonna come out in Black History Month.
February.
Of course, it's coming out in Black History Month. I ain't tripping off that. I got my
That's a good
Black
thing,
Panther
bro.
shirt. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be out there to
That's
see
a good
it.
thing.
How about you, John?
I think that's a great freaking thing. They coming out with a February Black History Month. Why not?
I think it's good, but we gonna go ahead
I'ma
and
go
go
see
down
it,
to history
definitely.
real quick. I went ahead and did some history real quick.
Okay.
For those young millennials that think this is the first black superhero movie, it's
Size,
not.
we're millennials.
Let's go ahead. I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. I was born in '85, but anyway, Meteor
Is
Man.
86 millennial?
Meteor Man came out in '93 with Robert Townsend. We all know that was where the dude got hit with the meteor. It was the battling the people with the blonde
With the blonde hair?
with the blonde hair.
The Chris Browns?
the pre-Cisco.
It was like Chris Brown's family.
Popping, yeah, and it looked like a bunch of Chris Browns out there fighting. That movie was super wiggity whack, and that fits for that time period. We're gonna go ahead and go to Blank Man, which is in '94. That movie was tight with Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer.
That movie was
I
hilarious.
still watch that movie to this day. My girls love that
movie-
movie, man. That movie is hilarious. Damon Wayans, you need to redo Blank Man for real. In this
And
time
in
period,
living
G.
color. Keenan.
Then we had two black superheroes in '97. Spawn, which was slept on by Michael Jai White. It was probably more like
Spawn
they
was
thought he
amazing.
was more of a villain, but he was definitely a superhero.
He was a superhero. You know his heart was good.
And then we had the greatest superhero of all time, y'all. Shaquille O'Neal as Steel.
Wow. Hey, shout out. Shout out. You got to.
Hey, son. Nah, I was just joking, y'all. That movie was horrible.
No,
His big,
you
stiff,
can't say
slow
that.
butt wasn't
You can't say
able to
that.
save nobody, and he wouldn't have been getting nowhere in no
Bro.
time to save nobody.
Still was better than Robert Townsend.
You must be crazy. But check it out. We're going to go ahead and go into Blade. Now, that was one of my favorites in 1998. Blade
Hey,
came out.
Wesley has a new
That
character.
was Marvel. That was actually the first
Yes, indeed.
Marvel that made hundreds of millions. Marvel, the first one made about 120 million. Blade 2 made 150 something million. Blade 3 made, I think, between 120, 130 million, but I wasn't really into it because it wasn't that good. The jokes was way too corny in part 3.
Hey, bro. Wesley Snipes got a new character coming out. He just wrote a book.
Oh, snap. Enlighten us, Jones, because I ain't heard about it. What is this?
Man, I'm going to just tell you like this.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes is on another level doing his thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it much. I just kind of wanted to put a little, put something in your mind.
All right. So then, man, we'll keep on keeping
Next
it updated.
podcast, I'm gonna let you know more about it.
And for the last one,
But they're definitely gonna
Hancock.
make a movie about it.
Okay.
Definitely.
The last one was Hancock, released in 2000.
Amazing. Ooh, that
Will Smith.
that was a dope character. I think he was like, what were they, like
Had 'em
angels?
drunk
What were
and
they,
stuff
angels?
like that? Nah, they had them
Because
drunk
remember he
and
said to
stuff
the
like
woman,
that,
they
which
were
I
created?
didn't really like because it was like they was playing to the stereotypes of black people, like drunk and all of that stuff.
Oh man, that was just
And
his
then
character.
they also had him. His kryptonite was the woman that he was with. I don't understand all
What?
of
They
that.
were created. They were created.
I don't know, but
Man,
look, man, I
come
don't
on,
know.
man.
We're gonna go ahead and go into the next topic. So
Okay.
go ahead, go check out Black Panther next week. It's gonna
Yes.
definitely come out Thursday. I'm sure a
Well,
lot of the celebrities and
hey,
stuff they've
honestly-
already seen it and said it's tight. Are you gonna go see it, Jones?
Of course,
All
of
right.
course. But honestly, I
What's
don't
up?
think nobody was going to be able to go see it when it comes out because
Oh, it's gonna be
it's
crazy.
already sold out.
And check it out. We're going to go ahead and go into the next topic, which is the shows or movies to recommend. And since we speaking on the whole Marvel superhero type
the
thing,
Marvel Cinematic Universe,
I'm gonna recommend SiceMann's recommendation this week on episode 5 of What the Fudge Podcast is Blade 1 and 2. Like I said, 3 gets a little strange, but Blade 1 and 2, if you can, try to go watch those before you go see Black Panther. It'll just be, your mind will be blown to different crazy levels. Jones, what's your show or movie to recommend this week? Bro, we ain't got that much time for all that, man.
well,
Come
let's
on, man.
just let them watch Blade for right now.
Alright, bro. So we gonna go ahead and go to the next one, which is bring back a TV show. And for me, that's the Chappelle Show. I think right now, while everything that's going on with Trump, everything that's going on with the Black Panther movie, just in general, I think that the Chappelle Show would be hilarious right now, especially with Faison hating and all of that.
Well, look,
I think that the Chappelle Show would be hilarious right now. What's a show that you, or a movie that you would like to bring back, Joan?
an updated version of Family Matters.
Why is
Modern. Because I believe that honestly it was a good show. I just believed it could have been a little bit better. And I think now it would be great with the type of actors and actresses that's out right now and the type of talent in the 21st century that we have.
Sounds good to me. So, speaking of Black Panther and all of that, we actually have a Black Panther movie preview. It's an exclusive. It's an unedited version. I got it, and I'm going to go ahead and play it for y'all before it comes out. This one was kind of taken out of the movie theaters just because it's a little bit crazy. It's a little edgy, and it gives you a little bit of truth.
Okay,
so
let's check it out.
We're going to go ahead and go into this Black Panther movie preview.
It broke records for the most pre-sale tickets ever.
We're all out of tickets. Black people want tickets, but we're all out of tickets. What are we gonna do?
The first black superhero movie the world has been waiting for. Meteor Man was whack. Shaq of Steel doesn't count. And technically, Blade was the first Marvel black superhero that made hundreds of millions of dollars. He was a prince when he left his homeland. But the king has come home to claim his throne.
I have left my chair, but now I want my chair back.
An almost all black cast, and every African actor they could find an extra, including Oscar winners Sterling K. Brown, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, and his lazy eye. The main villain, played by Michael B. Jordan. The actor from Creed in the movie about the police shooting a handcuffed kid at the metro station that made you cry. Chad Boswick as T'Challa. The actor that played as Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, Frederick Douglass, Eddie Murphy, Offset from Migos, and well, pretty much any dark-skinned male role. He was a boy, a prince. He became a man, the king, who must save his land as the Black Panther. I mean, come on, guys. It's been a couple of weeks now, and my throat is still dry.
And coming back from that preview, I love it, man. That right there inspires me to go see the movie. It makes me want to go see the movie. I want to go see it now, as a matter of fact. Jones, how about you?
Man, I can't wait.
All right, bro. So let's go ahead and go into, we want to thank you guys for watching the show. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 5 of What the Fudge Podcast. We thank you guys for checking out the pictures, liking the videos. Hopefully you guys continue to give us good feedback on how to, improve things, or if you like certain stuff, what you want more of, continue to let us know. My name is SiceMann. You can check us out on Instagram at WhatTheFudgePodcast. My co-host, Charismatic Jones, where can they find you at?
They can find me at charismatic_humor on Instagram.
And we're going to go ahead. Of course, we got another original bedtime story for you guys, written by me, SiceMann. This one is a classic.
You need a collection.
That everybody, these are going to be
collection, bro.
These are going to be collections. It's a classic.
What are you going to rate it? What's the rating?
Cinderella, a.k.a. Relly, by SiceMann.
Bro, I'm curious.
It's a whole new version of Cinderella you ain't never heard, bro.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Go for it, Jones.
I'm just curious, bro. Do these bedtime stories have like a rating?
There's no rating. You can read them to your kids if you want. It's all on how you communicate to your kids. It's all on how you communicate. But check it out. Thank you guys for listening to episode 5 of What the Fudge Podcast. This is your host, SiceMann, and my co-host, Charismatic Jones.
Yes, indeed.
And we want you guys to have a wonderful week. So help us get them listens up. And like I said, we appreciate all of that. We want to go ahead and give a big, the reason why we a little delayed is because I had somebody pass. We want to go ahead and give a big shout out
hear that.
And R.I.P. to Uncle Al. You will never be forgotten and always be missed.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all go ahead and have a good week. This is SiceMann, your co-host at What the Fudge Podcast. Jones, you have a good week.
Thank you, bro. You too.
And we'll see y'all next week on episode 6 of What the Fudge Podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Cinderella, a.k.a. Relly, by SiceMann. Once upon a time, there was a bomb female, and her name was Cinderella, but everyone called her Relly. She had 2 butt-ugly dog-faced gremlin stepsisters who were very trifling and mean, and made Relly do all of the hard work. She had to sweep the floors, sew in their weaves, take out their micro-box braids, make their wigs, do all of the dishes, and then take pics of them for the gram while they dressed up in fine clothes and went to lots of clubs and functions. One day, a special invitation arrived at Relly's house in the hood. It was from the Royal Palace, this upscale club that had the best parties every year. The king, who also owned the popular nightclub, had only one son, and he was a truly dope prince. He had game, had the latest Gucci and Versace clothes, and he could spit dope freestyles. The prince decided he was going to have a New Year's Eve party to remember. Thousands of girls were invited to come. Relly knew she wouldn't be allowed to go to the club, but her goat-mouthed sisters, they were excited. Instagram, Facebook Live, Twitter, that's all they talked about and posted for that week. When the day of the party came, they had drama to the extreme. Poor Relly had to rush upstairs and downstairs. She had to fix their hair up in the fancy weaves and lace fronts with super holding glue, and then do curls. She helped them trifling heifers put on their expensive new Fashion Nova dresses, and she got them the big gold bamboo earrings to match the fake gold-plated necklaces. As soon as they rolled out, Relly sat by the fire and she said as she sipped her Hennessy, "Oh, I do wish I could go to the club." Relly thought she was a little tipsy because suddenly appeared a lovely lady with a large magical blunt in her hand. "Cinderella, my bad, Relly," she said. "I am your fairy god auntie, and girl, you finna go to that club. But first, you gotta go to the garden and pick a watermelon, then bring me 2 winos from the liquor store, a red-nosed pit bull from the trap, and 6 pigeons." So, Cinderella, my bad, Relly, fetched a big seedless watermelon, the 2 drunk winos, a red-nosed pit bull that she almost got bit by, and 6 pigeons. The fairy god auntie blew smoke on them with her magical blunt, and the watermelon became an emerald green drop-top Bentley. The winos became 2 sober bodyguards, and the pit bull became her driver with the most enormous mustache. The pigeons, they became 6 homegirls for her to go clubbing with, and they all made sure they were matching in green and yellow. Then the fairy god auntie let Relly hit the blunt, and her old beat-down dress became a golden dress sparkling with jewels, and on her feet were the prettiest pair of Louis Vuitton red bottoms anyone had ever seen. "Remember," said the fairy god auntie, "you gotta leave the club before the clock strikes 2 a.m. because at 2 a.m. the club lights come on and the magic ends." "Thank you, fairy god auntie," said Relly as she hopped into the Bentley. When Relly arrived at the club, she looked so bomb that everybody wondered who she was, even the ugly sisters. The prince, being the Mac he is, sent her a bottle, then invited her to his VIP section. After a little convo, he asked her to dance with him, and they danced all night long. He would not dance with anyone else. Now Relly was enjoying the club so much off that drink that she forgot her fairy god auntie's warning, until it was almost 2 a.m. and the club's lights began to come on. She hurried out of the VIP section, and then she ran through the middle of the club. As she finally made her exit, she ran down the club steps, and one of her red-bottom heels fell off. Fudge it! She ran on towards the Emerald Bentley. Relly finally made it to the parking lot down the street from the club, because y'all know how that go, when the high started to wear off. She was back in her old dress, the seedless watermelon laid on the concrete, and harassing people for change for more alcohol was the two winos. The pit bull had run off scaring local pedestrians, and the homies that she had to go clubbing with turned back into pigeons. So Relly had to catch the bus and walk home. And by that time, the ugly sisters returned home and were sitting quietly by the fire. Now when Relly ran from the club, the prince tried to follow her and he found the red-bottom heel. He said, "Damn, this a big shoe. But I shall marry this bomb female whose foot fits this shack-size heel and only her." So early the next morning, after Denny's, the prince went from hood to hood with the red-bottom heel, and every young lady tried the heel on. But the big heel didn't fit any of them. At last, the prince came to Relly's hood and found her apartments. First, the goat-mouthed sisters tried to squash her foot into the heel. Not only were her corns stopping her, but her foot was also too wide and fat. Then the booger wolf gremlin-faced sister tried, but her bunions were so swollen and her foot was too long and thin. "Please," said Relly, "y'all niggas need to let me try." "The heel won't fit you," said the ugly sisters. "You wasn't bout that club life that night." But Relly slipped her foot into the red-bottom heel and it fit perfectly. At that moment, standing beside her was the fairy god auntie. She passed the magical blunt to Cinderella, aka Relly, and after taking a couple hits, there she was in a golden dress, sparkling with jewels, and on her feet was the prettiest pair of Louis Vuitton red bottoms again that anyone had ever seen. The ugly sisters were so surprised that, for once, they couldn't think of any hater-like comment to say. But the prince, being the G he is, knew exactly what to say. He asked Relly to be his side piece. "What the fudge?" said Relly. "I'm the main course, nigga, or no meal at all." So the prince closed all his social media accounts and texted all his women that he was going legit. He was becoming a one-woman man. Everyone who had gone to the club on New Year's Eve was invited to the wedding, even the hating ugly sisters. There was food catered by the Trap Kitchen, lots of music, rapping, dancing. There was a crip walking contest. And the prince, of course, danced every dance with Cinderella. And they lived happily ever after. The end.